So today we are going to start Himalayas. Uh, Formation of Himalayas we have discussed, how Earth was formed we have discussed, and today Tethys, I guess everyone we have discussed, and today we are going to start with physical feature of India first, thoroughly about Himalayas. Himalayas we can divide into two parts. Please note it down and later on I'll make map. You can copy down the map. You can take the screenshot of a map, totally up to you. So first is Himalayas. We should know the meaning of Himalayas. Himalayas, Him ka alya. That is what? Abode of snow. Him is snow. Abode of snow. House of snow is known as Himalaya. Himalayas we can divide into two parts. First, Trans-Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas are the Himalayas, and second is Great Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas and Great Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas are the Himalayas which are beyond Great Himalayas, which are situated beyond Great Himalayas. And Trans-Himalayas we have three. Karakoram range. I'll make it on your map also. Karakoram range, Ladakh range, and Jhaskar range. Karakoram range, Ladakh range, and Jhaskar range. These three collectively fall under Trans-Himalayas. Then we have Great Himalayas. Under this, again we have three. Upper Himalayas, also known as Himadari. Middle Himalayas, also known as Himachal. And Lesser Himalayas, also known as Shivalik. So all the Himalayas we have divided into two parts, Trans-Himalayas and Great Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas further into three parts, Karakoram, Ladakh and Jhaskar. Great Himalayas, upper, middle and lesser. Yeah, Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Now I'm going to make map. This is for your suggestion. You can note it down, you can copy down the map, you can take the screenshot of it, whatever you want to do. But map, all of you are supposed to do it on your notebook. You can't say कि मैम ये map नहीं किया या नहीं आता, whatever. So I'm just going to make that portion of India which actually right now I am in need. So in the same way, you people also, if you just want to make this much portion of India, no problem is here while making map. So you can see this is the neck of India. This portion is known as neck of India. And we will divide this portion into two parts. Look at the map very carefully. You don't have to make this line. This is for you just to make you understand. This is the neck of India. This is one portion. And this is another portion. This portion, this side, ये जो curve is here, plus this side. Second portion. So first of all, I'll make features in the first portion only, that is topmost part of Himalayas. So I'm going to make it Trans-Himalayas. We have three. First, look at this. Here we have Karakoram range. I guess every one of you understand the meaning of range. Range is continuous chain of mountains. So this range, the name of this range is Karakoram. Now what is the speciality of this range? Why we are talking about this range? Because India's highest mountain peak of India, that is situated here. And the name is K2 or Godwin Austen. Highest mountain peak of India is situated in Karakoram range. Name of the peak is K2 या Godwin Austen. Just below Karakoram range, here we have Ladakh range. Now what is the speciality of Ladakh? The coldest city of India, that is Leh. You might have heard about this name, Leh. The coldest city of India, Leh, is situated in Ladakh range. So that is the speciality of Ladakh. Below that we have Jhaskar range. Name of the range is Jhaskar, Z-A-S-K-A-R. Now, the speciality of this range that we hear, Jhaskar river flows. Jhaskar is one of the tributaries of river Indus, and this Jhaskar river flows here. That's why the name of the range is Jhaskar Range. So these three collectively known as Trans-Himalayas. First Karakoram, below that Ladakh, below that Jhaskar, and you can see all these three ranges run parallel to each other. They are parallel. Importance of Karakoram K2, which is also known as Godwin Austen, is situated here. Below that we have Ladakh, oldest city of India, is situated here. Below that Jhaskar, and Jhaskar river flows through it. So that's why this range is also important. Now, after doing these three Trans-Himalayas, we are proceeding with next, that is Upper Himalaya or Himadri. Look at the way I am making the map, making the feature, and the same way you have to follow. But first of all, you have to see how I'm doing, which areas I'm covering. The major mistake is committed by students while making this. Major, every year. So very few of you listen attentively and you follow it. So look at this. This part of India, this part. Here we'll start making one range which is continuous, like this. And which country is this? This is Nepal. This is Bhutan. These are countries, international, sharing borders, land borders with us. So what we have to do? This Upper Himalaya, Himadri, would touch only the northern part of Nepal, only the northern part of Bhutan, like this. So this whole is known as Upper Himalaya, Himadri. Himadri, clear from the name. Throughout the year, there is him, that is snow, him ki dari. So this is known as, the name of the range is Himadri. Its length, approximately 2,500 kilometer. Length is 2,500 kilometer. And if you are talking about its width, width is more here as compared to that side. West mein width is more, that is near about 500 meter. And east mein width is less, near about 200 meter. I repeat, width is more in west, width is less in east. Here width is approximately 500 and there width is approximately 200. What does it mean and why it is so? It is because when this plate, Indo-Australian plate was coming toward this side, there thus this pressure was less, here pressure was more. So that's why plates got compressed. And if you're talking about height, average height is 6,000 meter of Himadri. Average height is 6,000 meter. And this range, Himadri, is famous for three prominent things. One I will do, one you will do, and one no need to do. First we have peaks. This range is famous for peaks. This range is famous for passes. And this range is famous for glaciers. Himadri range is famous for three things: peaks, passes, glaciers. In this range, prominently two glaciers flow. Two are the prominent one. Rest, a number of glaciers are there. So these two glaciers are Boltoro Glacier and Siachen Glacier. B-O-L-T-O-R-O. Boltoro Glacier and Siachen. S-I-A-C-H-I-N. Siachen Glacier basically starts from this range, Trans-Himalayas. But we say Boltoro and Siachen glaciers are also found in Himadri or Upper Himalaya. Now I'm going to make important peaks. This we have done. We have two glaciers, Bol, Toro and Siachen. And we have prominent peaks. Look at the peaks. Try to locate it on your map. Do it with your hands so that things should be clear to you. Look at this. First, extreme northwest here. The name of the peak is Nanga Parbat. Here I have a peak and extreme northwest. Name of the peak is this peak, Nanga Parbat. Nanga Parbat. Extreme northeast. Here we have a peak. Extreme northeast, we have a peak. Name of the peak is Namcha, Namcha, Barwa, Barwa. Extreme northeast, we have the peak. Name is Namcha Barwa, Namcha, Barwa. So extreme northwest is Nanga Parbat. Extreme northeast is Namcha Barwa. Then the highest mountain peak of the world, which is situated in Nepal, is here we have Sikkim. This is Sikkim. Sikkim is one of the states of India. So we are talking about the highest mountain peak of India, that is in highest mountain peak of world. Raghav, please switch off your speaker. Yes, highest mountain peak of the world, that is in Nepal, and name of the peak is here, Mount Everest. Mount Everest. Mount Everest. East of Mount Everest, here in Sikkim, we have one peak. Sikkim is in our country. Name of the peak is Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga. Junga. Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga. We have three more important peaks in Himadri range. So these three important peaks are Annapurna, Dhaulgiri, Nanda Devi. Annapurna, Dhaulgiri, and Nanda Devi. Annapurna, Dhaulgiri, and Nanda Devi. So I repeat about this Upper Himalaya or Himadri. Length 2500 kilometer, width in the west 500, in the east 200. Famous for three things: peaks, passes, glaciers. Glaciers, basically we have two, Siachen and Baltoro. And peaks, we have highest mountain peak of the world is in Nepal, situated in Mount Everest, situated in Nepal, in Upper Himalaya. The name is, location is here, this is Mount Everest. East of Mount Everest, there is Kanchenjunga, it is in India, Sikkim. Extreme east, we have Namcha Barwa. Extreme west, we have Nanga Parbat. And here we have Annapurna, Dhaulgiri, and Nanda Devi. This area is always under snow thoroughly throughout the year. So this area is not at all, we can't go there easily. Only the adventurous people, trekkers, they generally go to this region. And this region is this range. See, Haji.
Kanchenjunga का repeat करना.
Kanchenjunga is in Sikkim.
Okay.
So this range, you can see, it is continuous range. Continuous means no breaks are there, tutti futti nahi hai. This range is continuous, and out of all three ranges, this Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik, this range is, out of these three only, this range is the oldest fold mountain. Oldest range, पुरानी है, तीनों में सबसे पहले ये रेंज बनी थी, जिसे लैंड इज कोलाइडिंग, सबसे पहले दिस रेंज वाज फॉर्म्ड, उसके बाद और फिर और, and this range is regular, continuous. Third point, passes. This is your homework. I'll just let you know the name of the passes. Passes you have to locate. Passes are, write down. We have, look at this, Nathula, Nathula. La is in the local language of this area means pass. Nathula, Bomdila, Bomdila, Zozila, Shipkila, Shipkila. So Nathula, Bomdila, Zozila, Shipkila, all these are the prominent passes which you have to make on your notebooks. Any doubt till this? Any doubt till this? Okay. Okay. Second range I'm going to start, that is middle range or Himachal. Middle range or Himachal. Look at this again very carefully. Middle range is exactly below upper Himalaya, and now look at the location, the way I'm speaking, side by side I'm making, side by side you have to listen, you have to see, you have to listen, you have to follow it. Exactly below Himadri range, we have Himachal range, same parallel to this. Now, look at Nepal and look at Bhutan. The center of Nepal, this range is passing through, center of Nepal, this. This is Sikkim and ultimately meeting with Upper Himalaya. Near Bhutan, it meets with Upper Himalaya. The name of this range is Himachal. Himachal. Himachal range, length same almost, width 100 kilometer, 100 meter, height 4,500 meter. Average height is 4,500 meter. Now, what is the speciality of this Himachal range? We don't have highest peaks, already we have done. अब इसकी speciality क्या है? Wherever hill stations you people have visited, whatever hill stations you people have visited, maybe Kullu Manali, maybe Dharamshala, maybe Dalhousie, maybe Srinagar, maybe what we call Darjeeling, all the hill stations are located in Himachal range. तो अब जब आप कभी भी घूमने गए हो to these hilly area, it means where you have had been to, that is this area, that is Himachal range. All hill stations are located here. Now, exactly below Himachal, now look at, and this is also consolidated range, regular hai. Third range, last range, we have Shivalik. Shivalik is, look at this, south of this neck of India. It's like this, touches South Nepal, touches South Sikkim, touches Bhutan South, and ultimately meets with rest of the ranges. And this range is totally discontinuous. Tuti hui hai. Now here question is, why it is not consolidated? Why it is broken into a number of parts? First question is here, but before solving the question, just write down the main points of this range. Shivalik range is the lowermost range of Himalayas. Discontinuous range. Average height is 1500 meter. Width 15 kilometer to 50 kilometer. This range is not at all very much suitable for living. Shivalik range, we don't recommend people to live here. Undoubtedly, number of people are living here, but it is not recommendable to be here. Why? Because this range is made up of, suffering from three major problems. First problem of earthquake. Earthquakes are very common in this range. So loss of life is always, danger of loss of life is always here. So that's why this range is not suitable for living. Soil erosion, very common here. And deforestation. So all these three problems are actually associated with each other. Soil erosion, earthquake, deforestation. These are three major problems this Shivalik range suffers. That's why not suitable for living. Shivalik range. All the three ranges ultimately meet with each other near Bhutan, and then they form single range and move towards south. Now here we were talking about why this range is discontinuous. Reason. And this range is out of these three, जो शिवालिक रेंज है that is a recent range, new range, still in its infancy, अभी भी बन रही है. ये सबसे पुरानी है, ये mature है, ये अभी young है. So this Shivalik range, why it is discontinuous, I'm going to discuss right now. Number of rivers starts from glaciers, Himadri, they come down, Himachal they cross Shivalik. तो यहाँ पे आके lot of erosion is done by these rivers in Shivalik range. Due to this range is unconsolidated, discontinuous, strong नहीं है ये range, टूटी हुई है. Unconsolidated range is this. Except this point, one more point, very important point, that is known as dunes. You might have heard about it. D-O-O-N-S. Dunes. So what are dunes? Write down the definition, then I'll elaborate it. Dunes are the very broad valleys. Dunes are broad valleys situated between Himachal and Shivalik. Broad valleys situated between Himachal and Shivaliks. So here we have dunes. This area, we have dunes. You might have heard about the name Dehradun. How many of you have heard this name, the name of this city, very prominent city of India, Dehradun. Okay, there is Kotali Doon, Patali Doon. These are the name of the cities which are situated between Himachal and Shivalik. So what are the dunes? It can be D-O-O-N-S and sometimes it is written D-U-N-E-S. दोनों सही है, same है. D-O-O-N-S or D-U-N-E-S. Dunes are the broad valleys situated in between Himachal and Shivalik. Done? Any doubt till this? Still we have time. I'm going to proceed. Going to raise this much portion of for this. Any doubt till this? Raise your hand, beta. No doubt to any one of you. Be very careful while making map, either in your notebook or in your map file or in your exams. Here we have Punjab. ये अभी मैं आपको वैसे बता रही हूँ. Here we have Punjab. This is actually Punjab. So Punjab mein, do we have mountain? Yes, but only in certain areas. Where? Towards Hoshiarpur side, towards Chandigarh side, towards Pathankot side, we have mountains. वो कौन से mountains है? They are the Shivaliks. तो काफी बच्चे क्या mistake करते हैं? They make mountains here in northern part of India. This area is totally a plain area. Below Nepal, Nepal से below सारा area, this is totally a plain area. This is totally a plain area. So here we don't have any mountain. Mountain just touches the border of Punjab. Got it? Okay. Second, I'm going to make a very small. This is here map here. This is of this. You can see the map of India, northeastern part of India. Why I'm making it? Because that is not clear from that side. If it is, let me rotate. Yes, I guess it can be done. Yes, it's better. Yes. So you can see this side, all three ranges after meeting with each other, they turn towards south. These are the mountain ranges. They turn towards south, and this whole range is known as Purvanchal. Purvanchal. P-U-R-A-V-A-N-C-H-A-L. Purvanchal is basically a Hindi word. Purab ka Anchal. Purav is east. This is stated in east. Purav ka Anchal. Anchal here means to cover. So Purvanchal means southernmost extension of Himalayas. And this Purvanchal is made up of number of hills. That is Naga Hills, which flows through which moves through Nagaland. Naga Hills, Mizo Hills. Write down the names. Naga Hills, Mizo Hills, Lushai, Lushai, Lushai Hills. Naga, Mizo, Lushai Hills are the prominent hills which make part of Purvanchal. Now ultimately what happened? Look here now, this map. After meeting with each other, turn towards south, Purvanchal, and what is the speciality of Purvanchal? It makes a boundary between India, here we have India, and Myanmar. Makes an international boundary, Purvanchal makes international boundary between India and Myanmar. Ultimately, what happens to these mountains? Move ahead, and here we have Bay of Bengal. Yes, Bay of Bengal we have. These mountains submerge under Bay of Bengal. It submerge, पानी के नीचे चले जाते हैं, disappears under Bay of Bengal, and then all of a sudden it reappears in the form of which island group we have in Bay of Bengal? Which island group we have in Bay of Bengal? कौन से island? Yes.
अंडमान एंड
हाँ जी. Andaman and
निकोबार आइलैंड.
Nicobar Islands. So Andaman, it reappears in the form of Andaman and Nicobar Island. What does it mean? Andaman, Nicobar are actually what? Submerged mountains, Himalayas under ocean, under Bay of Bengal. So this is all about here Himalayas. We have discussed Trans Himalayas, we have discussed Great Himalayas, we have discussed Eastern Himalayas. So this is a latitudinal division of Himalayas. Latitudinal means we have discussed Himalayas in this way, latitudinal distribution of Himalayas. Now we are going to start with longitudinal distribution of Himalayas. Yes, Brijesh, ask me out.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ji? Yes?
मैम अभी आपने कहा जो अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड है वो माउंटेन्स हैं मैम,
हाँ।
पर वो ऊपर से प्लेन कैसे हैं फिर?
ऊपर से
फ्लैट.
इरोजन, ऊपर से प्लेन इज एंड सारा
Flat
अंडमान
कैसे?
निकोबार या कोई भी लैंड ऊपर से एग्जैक्टली प्लेन नहीं होती है. Otherwise it is due to erosion. Just imagine that area is totally in the water area. So effect of the influence of the work done by the sea waves, we can't ignore it. Is this clear, Brijesh?
ओके
Clear or?
मैम.
Okay. So next we have, this is about जो हमने किया, this is about this latitudinal division of Himalayas. Now I'm going to discuss about longitudinal division of Himalayas. Longitudinal means how? Same thing, but division is something else. जैसे you are sitting in the class, one row, second row, third row, fourth row, or you are sitting in this one row, second row, division is same. Himalayas are same, but division is through in a different way. So first we have, write down, longitudinal division of Himalayas are the Himalayas. First, Himalayas which are situated in between, and this division is on the base of rivers, Satluj and Kali. Satluj and Kali, such rivers, such Himalayas are known as Satluj and Kali.